There's a good chance your approach is chasing away tons of leads, or on the other hand, you might be missing out on a lot of warm leads because you're just a little too scared to close. This is all about the difference between inbound marketing and outbound marketing and knowing which is going to work well for your business. I have a feeling that a lot of you are doing a terrible job at both, and there's a good chance it's costing you a lot of money in your business. I'll explain why after this short story. I've been using inbound as my own marketing approach for years. Basically, I generate leads by sharing tips and advice that my ideal clients are going to find useful. It helps me to bring in leads, it showcases me as a thought leader, it helps bring in speaking engagements, and it leads to other professionals asking me to feature on their podcasts. My inbound has been picking up steam lately, and I landed this excellent opportunity to run a workshop at the Brighton Summit for the Brighton Chamber of Commerce recently. The workshop was a hit, and it brought quite a lot of attention to my business. But with the attention came a few chancers who saw an opportunity to push their services my way. At the moment, I'm pretty keen on scaling, and I was all ears when it came to listening to what they were selling. Now, keep in mind, I didn't reach out to any of these people. They reached out to me. That's outbound. A lot of people don't have a stomach for outbound since it comes with constant rejection, and people often feel like that the people who use outbound, they're a bit of a nuisance. I, however, am pretty gullible, and so I gave a couple of these chancers more attention than they actually deserved. Truth be told, there were elements of all of their offers that made sense for my business. They just weren't what I happened to be prioritizing at the time. That's my problem with outbound. It takes the power out of the hands of the customer, and it leverages their emotions and a sense of urgency against them. But it's effective. I fought off 2 of the 3 pitches, but I'm just about to succumb to the third. You see, that third is a virtual assistant whose persistence wasn't just admirable, it's the missing link for my own business. I plan on bringing him on board to act as my own outbound bulldog, so anyone who shows even a moderate interest in what I have to offer, be warned. Now I'll break down the ins and outs of both approaches, and you can decide which parts will work best for you. Outbound marketing is all about actively reaching out to potential customers, while inbound marketing is more focused on attracting and engaging individuals who are already interested in what you have to offer. Outbound marketing, it helps you to reach a wider audience, and it helps you to maintain control over your messaging. But it's the more costly option at the same time, and you're gonna have to cope with lower levels of engagement because these aren't people who've reached out to you. Inbound, on the other hand, it focuses on engaging with warm audiences rather than reaching out to cold leads. It's built on patience, consistent content creation, and being visible in multiple online platforms for it to be effective. Both come with their advantages and disadvantages. Outbound marketing, it actively pursues potential customers regardless of their prior interest in what you're selling. And even though outbound is considered traditional, it's still highly relevant and extremely effective today. You can think of it like a game of tag, and your goal is to tag as many of these prospects as possible, and then you're going to make sure that they're aware of what you have to offer, while at the same time you're going to be preparing them to be hounded by you in the future. The idea is to leave no stone unturned while expanding your customer base. Some effective outbound tactics include cold calling, sending emails, giving demonstrations and presentations. You can use outdoor marketing strategies like displaying advertisements, organizing events, in-person networking. These are all kind of outbound tactics where the goal is to establish a direct, personalized connection with all your potential customers. But at the same time, like I said, you have to have the stomach for it because outbound is not passive. You have to stay active, and sometimes you have to even interrupt your potential leads in that approach. You're basically demanding your audience's time and attention, and most of the time you're catching them off guard because they haven't reached out to you first. And this obviously comes with both positive and negative consequences. Having the ability to reach a wide audience is a powerful tool, but on the flip side, there's a good chance you're going to come across as annoying and self-serving. Outbound has traditionally brought immediate results, but in this new digital era, outbound has become a whole lot more expensive, and it's really diminished a bit in its effectiveness. Nowadays, more and more people are online, specifically looking for education, or they're shopping, or maybe they're just looking for entertainment. And that's made traditional outbound marketing strategies less effective at grabbing people's attention. 2 outbound strategies that are still extremely effective today, though, are cold calling and direct mail. Like I mentioned, in this new digital age, outbound has changed itself. These days, it's really common to come across banner-style display ads on websites, or those annoying pop-up ads like the one on my website. And like I mentioned before, there's outdoor advertising, things like billboards, magazine ads, and these are really classic approaches to outbound marketing strategies. These are all about grabbing people's attention while they go about their everyday routines. Inbound, on the other hand, is all about attracting and engaging potential customers through valuable and relevant content like this. Inbound is kind of spawned this whole personal brand era of influencers where the goal is to get your audience to know you, to like you, and to trust you. And this is in contrast to outbound, which forcibly pushes your message to potential customers. Inbound, on the other hand, it employs a more subtle approach by attracting interested prospects into your funnel. Inbound is insanely effective, and it prioritizes creating meaningful experiences and valuable content. Inbound marketing is so powerful because it's more personalized and it's all about building trusting relationships. The fundamentals of inbound starts with creating content that directly addresses the needs and interests of your audience. You have to create an online presence across multiple platforms, building relationships with your audience by engaging with them on social media, and also by tailoring your marketing strategy so that it prioritizes the things that are important to your clients. With inbound, the focus is on generating leads through the strategic use of content marketing and promoting your services on social media. You're basically looking to transform people who have no idea who you are or what you do into loyal customers and enthusiastic advocates for your brand. When you use inbound, you build a strong sense of community that comes with a deep sense of appreciation and loyalty to your brand and to the content that you put out. It doesn't just make for a loyal customer base. At the same time, it also generates positive word of mouth about your business that tends to spread like wildfire when you get it right. Inbound is cost effective, it's non-intrusive, and it's a way of investing in your business that keeps paying off way beyond your initial efforts because that content that you create and the relationships that you forge, they keep reflecting the interests of your business for years to come. But at the same time, inbound, of course, it also has its drawbacks. One of the main disadvantages is that it takes a lot more time than outbound. With inbound, you have to have both the patience and the flexibility to continue evolving because the digital landscape is always changing. You can take, how AI has completely changed content creation, for example. So, are you team inbound or team outbound? I personally believe you need a bit of both to be competitive nowadays, and I'm really looking forward to seeing this new dimension that my new VA is going to bring to my business with her bulldog outbound ways. Let me know your thoughts on both in the comment section below. I'm Kevan Smith with Epiphany Content. Thanks for checking out the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.